Hi there. Last week we had the new Maya 2023 release, and we have here the new mgear update for support this version with some enhancements and some bug fixes. So in terms of enhancements, we have in the Epic components a new tab here called Join Description Names. It's not on all the Epic components, but in the majority, and this allows you to change the description of the name. So if you check the settings on the root guide, it's here. When we choose the naming rules, we have this that is the description for the joins. So basically this is what is being exposed here for the joins only. This is for game engine pipelines purpose, so the names of the controls are not exposed in the same way. And basically you can change the name of the description here. For instance, if I'm just going to build just this arm, just for example, so you can see this joint, it's called overarm twist, and this also is upper arm twist, and so on. So if we want to change that, so we can go here and, for instance, change this to roll. Oops. And maybe here using a couple of padding more, so this will change the digits that it is using for the naming. If you don't see padding here on the description, means you cannot use it. So if I try to use padding here, it's gonna convert it automatically to underscores, that it's the symbol that is supported by a Maya naming system. So just bear this in mind, and be careful when you open the first time. You may find that it's barely visible here at the top, because I didn't want to extend this bigger, so just wanted to keep it here. So you probably need to move a little bit or just make this bigger. If you want to reset, you can reset here. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna build now so you can see the results of the new changes. And you can see here that now this is using 4 digits here. It's called twist, and here on the upper arm it's called roll instead of twist. Okay, so we can reset that if we don't want it. And yeah, so that will be for the join description names. Now also, as you can see here, I have opened this log, the build log, but you can make this optional. Indeed, by default now it's unchecked. So you can see this, it's here on shifter, build log, and shifter log window. So if I have this unchecked and I close this one, when I build, it's not gonna show you the build log. It's gonna keep showing the build log here on your script editor, but it's not gonna pop up the window. So that's one of the changes. And also you can completely turn off, so you can toggle the log here, so it's gonna print a little message for you that is false, means that there is no logging at all when you build. The advantage of that is that especially with the big guides, big rigs, it's gonna save some time on the printing, so you save some time building the rigs. And also there is another option, so that it's the toggle debug mode. So that is gonna print extra information for you, and it's especially useful when you try to develop your own components. So I'm just gonna toggle this true again, and I'm just gonna toggle this debug state also to true. So now when I build this one, you will see this printing more information and what is doing each step. So that it's for the login. I'm just gonna turn off again this debug mode state. And one last thing, it's that if you toggle the log off, like false, even if you have this shifter log window check, it's not gonna pop up because there is nothing to log for you. So just bear that in mind. Okay, so that's it for the login new features and the namings. And we have this facial rigger since a few releases back, and now there is a new work in progress facial rigger that has the iRigger 2.0. So are very similar, but there is some differences. I will do another video explain the difference, but bear in mind that this is beta. This is subject to more changes in the future. So if you want to use it in production, just be careful with that. And in order to open it, it's not yet exposed on the menu here. So you need to execute this little script. So basically, from rigbits import facial rigger 2, and from facial rigger 2 the UI show. So you just need to execute this. I will add this script on the video description. You can open this one and just be careful that it's going to be updated in the future. Okay, so last thing on this release, a part of the bug fixes that you can check on the log release on GitHub, there is one warning I want to do on the new on the plugins for mgear. So right now you have, if you're using Windows, you have all the plugins available. If I look cbwrap, it's gonna do some warnings. The menu is not gonna show up, but you have the node, so you can continue using cbwrap unless if it's gonna be backwards compatible with your rigs. And you have all the other solvers that, especially the weight driver, is very important for the RBF manager. So if you go to RBF manager, this tool right now is using this weight driver from Brave Rabbit from Ingo. And it's only compiled for the moment for Windows. And if you're using OS X or Linux, you will find that only the mgear solvers are provided. So in the future, we are planning to drop the support for all these third-party plugins, with the exception of the weight driver, that we will keep supporting it, but the rest are kind of a companion that we add from other developers, but because it's very hard to maintain and for us, and to keep building all these plugins with all the platforms, so we want to reduce the overhead here. And not sure how many people is using it, but if you are using it and it's very important for you, please join the forum and let us know, so we will consider to maintain some of them. And yeah, that's all for this release. I hope you like it. I know it's a small one, but more features are coming down the line, so don't worry. Okay, have a nice day. Bye.